Hello, Internet. I'm Angela. I'm a director and creator. We here at Nerdsmith would like to wish you a very happy Nerdsgiving. The time has come for our second annual Nerdsgiving charity event. 2 weeks of playing silly games with our friends while putting a little bit of good back into the world. This year, we are supporting Heifer International and their fight to end hunger while caring for the Earth. They gift families and communities income-producing animals and provide the training to turn those animals into sustainable businesses. For the next 2 weeks, that's November 1st through the 15th, we here at Nerdsmith will be running animal-themed RPG one-shots and giving away delightful prizes during the streams. Stay tuned on Twitter for the latest show schedule or donate today at fundraise.heifer.org/nerdsgiving. It's bound to be amusing. No, don't cluck up this opportunity. No, just play the outro.
We are Nerdsmith. Bum, ba-dum.
No. We're gonna try that again. One more time. From the top. We are Nerdsmith.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dead Men Tell No Tales, a Ghosts of Saltmarsh story. I am your Dungeon Master, Tessa. You can find me on Twitter at SelkyDreams. And I am so excited to welcome everybody to day one of Nerdsgiving 2019. Woohoo! For those of you who don't know about Nerdsgiving, it is a charity event that Nerdsmith does once a year where we like to give back to the community. This year we are raising money for Heifer International, which is a charity organization who is working to end hunger and poverty around the world. If you would like to help us raise funds, please, you can donate at fundraiser.heifer.org/nerdsgiving. Or every bit or donation that is done via the stream tonight will be donated towards the goal of a arc from Nerdsmith. So if you feel like being generous and you'd like to donate some bits, or you would like to make a donation, which there is a link in the doobly-doo down below, please do. All of the money that is donated will go directly to Heifer International to make the world a better place. So as I said, I am Tessa. We are missing Heather tonight. Coral, our Luchadine Bard, who's unfortunately at a work meeting that she could not leave, conferences and all that. So we'll go ahead and do a quick introduction. Let's go ahead and go clockwise on the stream screen here, and we'll go to Crackers.
Good evening. My name is Crackers. I portray Crackers, the awakened parrot bard, on this particular live stream. With me this evening, I have my usual assistant, Matthew, who deals with my dice rolling and other activities, which I dare not sully myself with. And I believe he has a special announcement. I will allow him to say a few words this evening. Hello, my name is Matthew. I am the Dungeon Master for the Land Above podcast, which just launched its second arc today. So you can go check that out. I did say a few words. You can check that out at thelandabove.podbean.com. Thank you.
I highly recommend it. It's very good. And going down to Jaffer.
Sure. Hi, I'm Zach. I play Jaffer, the Rock Gnome Artificer. And you can find me on Twitter at DuskFeyDruid. You can also catch me tomorrow for the first of the events where I'll be running a one-shot on this same channel at noon PST with the handler for Crackers and several other people from Nerdsmith, actually. So yeah, please catch that. It's going to be a fun time.
Excellent. And Gwilyn.
Hello, Autumn Blaze. I play Gwilyn Hayes, Seal Fighter. And you can find me on Twitter at Lasalanta Blaze. Find all my art and other stream this stream and other stuff I'm working on.
Excellent. And last but certainly not least, Fortune.
Hi, I'm Jay. I play Fortune, Tiefling Monk. It's weird to say. I don't know why. I am on Twitter, and Twitter's on the screen, and I do art stuff, like the portraits for this stream.
Which we love. All right, last time we left off in a bit of a sticky situation. After leaving the lizard folk encampment, you all ventured out back onto the waves in search of Captain Dorian and Gellin. And the next day you stumbled across a decrepit old ship, which I just forgot. The Emperor of the Waves. There we go. My brain blanked on the name of it, which was kind of important. I'm like, what happened? Where you guys have found a crazed gentleman filling the ship with spiders and symbols to Rinth, the goddess of trickery and arcana. You did also find quite a few bits and baubles of worth. And as you have detained this gentleman and knocked him unconscious, and we're looking for more things, Gwilyn, unfortunately, made a misstep and fell into the cargo hold 1 floor below the rest of the party, where she landed waist deep in murky seawater, and 4 pale bluish-white ghasts had risen up to surround her. So, I'd like you guys all to roll initiative, and let's get right on into it.
$18.
14.
A 20 total.
And a 23 for me.
Great. So, Crackers, I believe you will be starting us off. You can see the open hole where Gwilyn has fallen into, and you hear sloshing down below.
Peering down, I'm not able to see anything in the darkness.
No, unless, do you have dark vision?
I do, thanks to my new magical hat.
Then you can see 4 ghostly figures arising from the water, moving towards Gwilyn.
Oh, well, that's not good at all. I shall fly down, and I shall let forth a thunderous screech to try and catch as many of these creatures as I can with a thunder wave.
Excellent. Please let me know what they need to roll.
A Constitution saving throw.
Well, that is an 8.
Oh no, that does not do at all. They take 10 points of thunder damage each and are pushed back 10 feet.
Alrighty.
And then, if I may, I will fly back up and say to the others, there's a bit of a problem down there. We should probably help her.
Excellent. And as Heather is not here, I will man Coral for the time being, so you do have an extra person, and Coral will go last. Jaffer.
Jaffer is going to squeal, seeing Gwilyn fall, but hearing Crackers say such a thing. She's going to rush over to the hole, and as she does, she whispers in Gnomish to her rope at her belt, which flies out and wraps around a piece of wood, securing this rope. And she also tells it to knot itself up as she begins to climb down. That's a bonus action to do that. So once she gets to the bottom, she's going to, in a swift motion, pull out a little mechanical crab and put it on the ground, and put a little wand in the back of it and twist it, crank it up, and it grows really, really big. And she summons a turret, and then gets on top of it.
Excellent. Fortune.
Fortune draws his sword and jumps down the hole and goes to swing at one of the ghasts with the sword.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make your attack.
$17 for the first one.
Hits.
$14 for the second.
Also hits.
The first one is 8 damage, and the second is also 8.
Alrighty.
And bonus action, I'm going to slink around and elbow it in the face.
Awesome.
I'll attack it one more time.
Go for it.
But that is a 8.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
That's my turn.
All right, Gwilyn, you watch as these creatures get blasted 10 feet back with this wave of thunder. What is it you'd like to do?
Muttering under her breath, she will charge forward with her, pull out her swords and charge forward at them and take 2 swings.
Are you going for the one that Fortune hit, or are you going for a different one?
Different one.
Okay.
If I will say the furthest to the left, just to give you
Got
one,
it.
if that helps.
Perfect.
First attack, I'm quite sure misses, but that is a 7.
That does miss.
Second one's better. Second is 24.
No, that misses too. No, I'm kidding. Yes, you're fine there.
They're so slippery.
They are covered in mucky seawater. They might be kind of slippery. But that one does still hit.
And that is 11 damage.
Alrighty. Gwilyn, as you get a little bit closer and you raise your sword, as you finish your strikes, this smell hits you, and it almost burns your lungs. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's a 15.
Alrighty. Nothing seems to happen. And it is their turn. 2 of them move forward, and one goes towards Fortune, and one goes towards Gwilyn, and actually 2 on each of you. So sorry. I was trying to divide 4 by 2, and it wasn't working in my head. Oh, but Jaffer's down there too. All right, and one goes to Jaffer as well. So 2 on Gwilyn, 1 on Fortune, 1 on Jaffer. And one on Gwilyn misses. The other one hits with its claws for 10 points of damage. And I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
$14.
All right, you are okay. Fortune, you are also hit for 10 points. And I also need a Constitution saving throw. And Jaffa, same from you.
15.
You are fine.
Con save?
Mm-hmm.
8.
You feel your muscles lock up and you are petrified, or excuse me, you're paralyzed for 1 minute. And Coral goes. Coral runs over to you, Jaffer, jumping down, and with a touch, casts Lesser Restoration, because I see it on her character sheet, and you are not paralyzed anymore.
Oh, good.
All right, top of the round, Crackers.
Oh my. I shall look to Fortune, and I shall sing to him. These guys, they really stink. They smell like rotten food. The song won't be long. If I sing it too long, then we'll get fucking sued. And I grant unto you a D8 inspiration die.
Matthew, please gain DM inspiration. That was amazing.
Why does Matthew get it? I'm the one singing.
Well, you can have it too then, Crackers.
Thank you. And I shall look at one of these creatures, the one that has struck Jaffa, and I shall mock it viciously. I shall say, "You smell profoundly terrible," and it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 7.
Haha!
So how much damage do they take?
It takes 7 points of psychic damage and will have disadvantage on its next attack.
Alrighty. Excellent. Jaffer.
Would it be possible to angle a 15-foot cone to hit more than one of these creatures and not one of Jaffer's allies?
Absolutely. You could probably get 3 of them.
Perfect.
Not all 4, though.
Okay. That's what Jaffer's going to do as she's healed. She's going to kind of slam on top of this mechanical crab that puts its claws out, and a 15-foot cone of flame juts out at these 3 creatures. They each have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. That is a 16.
Succeeds. So, okay. So they take half. So all 3 of them succeeded.
Mm-hmm. For ease, I'm rolling 1 die for the group.
That's fine. They each take 3 points of fire damage, and if they're flammable, or if anything within that cone is flammable, it is also ignited.
You see cobwebs igniting, and just as the fire lights up, you see just out of range a large chest sitting to the back of the hold.
Okay, and then Jaffer is going to point her wooden gun at the one attacking her, and she's going to shoot with a firebolt at it.
Nice.
That's a 2 on the die. I don't think that hits.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, goes off. Nothing happens. Hits water. That's all.
Fortune.
All right. I'm gonna keep swinging at the one that was hitting. First one's a 20.
Thank ye for the doubloons.
That hits.
The second one is a 19.
Definitely hits.
I'm gonna use a stunning strike on the second one. The first 7 damage for the first hit, and then 4 for the second, and has to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Well, how about instead you describe how you take this gas down?
Okay. Because I'm using my sword, I cut just diagonally through the torso. It just falls into the water, under the water.
Perfect.
And I was going to try to hit one of the other ones with an offhand attack, but I rolled a 1, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, that one won't quite work. But Gwilyn, you watch as one of them now is in pieces under the water, leaving just 3 standing. What would you like to do?
She will once again attack the one in front of her. That's right. And then you'll be sushi. Don't actually eat them. They smell terrible.
All right. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Sorry, that's a 27. I was mathing. And the other one is higher.
Well, those definitely both hit.
I actually rolled well. And that's 15 total damage. Sorry.
All
I'll just
right.
give you the-
Describe how you basically make one of them go kaput.
She will, because she's using both swords, she'll just kind of across them,
Oh, I
one
love
in
it.
either direction.
I love it.
It sinks beneath the water.
Fantastic. At the start of their turn, let's see, Jaffer and Gwilyn, I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw as the smell of the one in front of each of you smells just gets stronger.
18.
You are fine.
22.
You are also fine. And they're each going to make their attacks. And both of them miss spectacularly. Coral looks around. Does anyone need healing? Everyone okay?
Yeah, I could use some. That'd be nice.
Alright,
Thanks.
so she will cast healing word on you, Jaffer, for 7 points of damage. Or healing. 7 points of healing. Not damage.
Thank you.
That would not be helpful. Alright, top of the round with Crackers.
There are 2 remaining.
There are 2 remaining.
I shall swoop down and attempt another Thunder Wave. So a Constitution saving throw from the...
There's a 13.
Oh no, that is a failure.
Ooh.
They take another 10 points of thunderous damage and are blasted back 10 feet.
Both of them are starting to look very, very beat up at this point. Is there anything else you would like to do for your turn?
That is sufficient for this turn.
All right. Jaffer.
Okay, Jaffer is going to, she's going to gesture on top of this, this turret to the other two, and has the turret send out a jet of fire at them. They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
That is a 14.
14 fails, so they both take 5 points of fire damage.
All right. Please describe how you make one of them go kaput.
It's probably the one that's closest to her, so it's just gonna put its claw right into the creature's face, and then just like immolate it.
Nice.
It just ashes, and then it kind of moves down into it. The water bubbles and steams beneath it, kind of cooks it, and then Jaffer shoots a firebolt out at the other one. That's a natural 19.
Alrighty, so that definitely hits.
It takes 10 points of fire damage, and then Jaffer shoots this firebolt at it.
All right, and I imagine that you immolate that one in much the same way that you did the
Likely.
first one. As the gas slump into the mucky water, you are left in the quiet.
Stay away from my friends. Oh.
There is a large...
Jaffer gestures to the rope that's dangling down.
Thanks for that. Appreciate the backup.
Of course, we wouldn't leave you here.
Well, we're down here now and I'm already wet. Let me see if they've got anything down here. And I would like to search. I think you said there was a chest?
There is a very large chest,
I heard
yes.
Okay. Chest and the bodies. Who wants what?
I
mean, I could look at the bodies. That's fine. I don't mind.
Well,
wanna
I
look at
can
the chest.
do all. Well, no, you've got that too. You can look underwater. Fortune
Yeah.
take the chest. Jaffer and I'll each take a body of the ones that aren't Ash. How's that work?
Sounds good.
All right. So, as you approach the chest, there is a bit of kerfluffle, let's just say, as something hits the hull of the ship, causing the entire vessel to shake perilously.
Well, that's not good.
Not at all.
We're shaking rather perilously.
I would say so.
Yes. We cannot breathe underwater, right? Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
But
At least for a short while, I think.
Perhaps best if we get out before the sinking begins.
Yes.
As you say that, there is another thunderous clatter as what sounds like more things are hitting the side of the ship.
Not good, not good. We should leave now.
Alright, you grab one side of the chest, I'll get the other. Let's go.
Okay.
The chest is incredibly heavy, but between the two of you, you can probably make your way to the stairs trying to find your way out. Because you will not be able to lift it up the hole you fell in through. As you are getting closer, the entire ship rocks 30 degrees. I'd like each of you who are standing to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
$22.
10.
5.
Jaffer slips and slides 10 feet towards the port side of the ship as the entire thing lists to one side, and you see breaking through the hull large tentacles, and water begins to fill
Not good.
the hold.
Ah. Okay, let's go.
Right. Good plan.
All right. As you guys are moving, make me dexterity checks.
Check or a save?
Save, sorry.
11.
23.
Also 11.
Okay.
12.
You guys are all fine, and Coral is, as well as you guys make it up to the next area of the ship. It's very difficult to move, probably because of the chest that you're carrying. You think you might have an easier time escaping if you ditch the chest. Water is rapidly filling the hull of the ship.
What do you think?
Is it locked? What's in it?
It
Yeah.
is very, very locked. You imagine maybe magically so. You might need some time.
If it's magically locked, there's something very good in there.
Agreed. Keep trying and only ditch it if we have to. Sound
Zephyr
good?
climbs on top of the chest and tries to start breaking into it as they're carrying it.
All right. Do you have an ability to unlock magical locks?
I have thieves' tools.
All right, you can give it a try. But you also will need to make a dexterity check to hang on to the box as the ship pitches wildly the other direction.
Which you want first?
Well, let's do the dexterity save to stay on top of the box.
18.
You're all right.
Haha, alright. Now to thieves' tools. Not so good.
All right. You're stuck there working on it.
This is fine. If she falls again, we can pick her up. Oh,
Agreed.
Just leave me.
Does it
No,
look
no.
like a does it look like a magical lock, Jaffa?
Yeah, it does.
I shall swing down and perch upon the chest and cast Dispel Magic.
Please make a gosh, it's not go ahead and make me a, I believe for you it's a charisma check.
Yes.
Please make a charisma check.
13.
Yeah, not quite enough. It seems to resist the dispel.
Oh, this is very magically locked.
I'd say so.
Take it.
The water has now reached your knees as you are in the lower holds on your way up. You can see through portholes on either side tentacles, huge tentacles wrapped around the entire ship, and you can feel the ship shuddering and shaking and being pulled beneath the waves.
I'm not afraid.
No,
You
we've
should
got
be.
this.
can you not make it smaller or lighter or something?
No, I don't. I've used that. I can't use that again right now. Sorry. I didn't think this was gonna happen.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think any of us expected to be pulled beneath the waves today. Probably.
No.
Not what I was expecting when I woke up.
Jeffrey ties herself to the chest
All right.
with the magical rope. So she just like tells it to affix itself to the rope and then to herself. So she has the rope of
Magic.
climbing just attached to herself in the rope and the chest.
When that chest sinks, I will miss you.
It's okay. I can breathe underwater.
And
Do you have
Swim.
crush resistance?
I haven't tried.
As you say that, there is a sickening crunching sound as the wood around you splinters and water fills the cabin. There is a sudden horrible roiling feeling as the world around you goes dark and damp. And you are all underwater.
Keep doing it. I can't do a good underwater
So,
voice.
to be entirely fair, I am the only one in the party who does not have a swimming speed. Literally everyone else does. I can breathe underwater, but not just swim.
It's okay.
We're
'Cause
pulling
Coral will pull you. And we're actually going to go into more of a cinematic moment for a minute here. So we're going to get away from rolling for just a moment. And I promise that everything will be fine. As your grip on where the sun is fades. As you all succumb to exhaustion from trying to tread water and swim. It is a while later. And Gwilyn, you come to consciousness with a strange feeling of something wet across your face. You can smell warm but not unpleasant breath above you and hear what sounds like sniffing around you as well. You open your eyes and this blurry creature comes into slight focus. Glowing green eyes set into a deep purpley gray furry face attached to large floppy ears. You blink once or twice to try and clear the salt and sand from your vision, only to find the little creature has completely vanished. And within a few moments, you feel something tugging on your boot. With barking, maybe? You lift your head, and coming into view at your feet is a large, very large puppy. Its giant paws are placed in front of its face, and its hindquarters raised into the air, showing off a very happily wagging tail. There is the sound of sand crunching beneath someone's feet. And as you look, an even larger, more imposing figure comes into view. You feel a large, softly furred hand pick you up, and a quiet, low voice murmuring something comforting before the world goes dark once more. None of you are entirely sure how long it's been, but you come to consciousness, all of you safe and dry and warm. You can hear seabirds calling. There is a fire blazing in a hearth not too far away from your beds. It seems you can smell the sea air still. You check yourselves over. There's no sign of any injuries. You all seem to be fine. Coral is still asleep in her bunk. You get the idea that she, being the strongest swimmer, with the exception of maybe Gwilyn, probably drug all of you to shore. And she's just exhausted. Jaffrey, there is no sign of that large chest that was strapped to you. However, your magical rope is securely next to your things. And what do you do?
Where's the chest?
I don't know. You're attached to it. How do you not know? And
I
where
don't
did
know.
I'll do
Where are
Justin's
we?
place. That I don't know.
Why are we here?
Did anyone else see a dog? Because I swear I remember a dog.
No.
Where do we-
Ah. Well, we're all alive. I mean, that's probably a plus.
Yes.
Did they count as a long rest?
It did count as a long rest, in fact.
Hot diggity daffodil. Okay.
Good, Chris.
Everyone goes to reset their character sheet.
Mhm.
Okay.
Jeffrey's pacing the room.
Gwyn would be looking around the room.
You see several plates and mugs set out. There is a mug of something hot nearby each of you. It looks like some sort of tea.
It's poison.
Gwyn sniffs the tea.
You hear a small voice pipe up. Usually you put it in your mouth and you put it in that way. It makes it taste better. I don't think you can drink it by snorting it. But then again, I've never tried.
Who said that?
Make me a perception check.
That's a 5.
You have no idea where this voice is coming from. Does anyone have a passive perception above a 17?
I have a 16,
Oh,
so probably no one. Yeah.
if anyone would like to try and find out where the voice is coming, they can make an active perception check.
I got a 16.
Nobody? All right.
Gwyn's
A
just
few
weirded out
moments.
because she already.
Well, are you gonna drink it, or are you just gonna stand there all day? And you hear a clatter as one of the wooden mugs on a table not too far away tips over completely on its side, spilling out a small creature who is brown and wheat, kind of golden wheat covered, with little tiny scales and a slightly curved nose. I've put his picture in the chat. As he shakes himself free of the foam from the cup he had been residing in. Someone really has got to put a ladder on this cup. It's hard to get out of. And he climbs his little winged form out and stretches himself and shakes off sudsy foam like a dog would. Anyway, nice to meet you. My name is Suds. What can I do for you?
Gwyneth, pleasure to meet you. Do you know where we are?
Yeah. Yeah, you're on, you're in the compound.
Compound?
What is that?
Well, it's our home. It's what we call it. At least it's what the big folk call it. But I've never known it as anything else.
Okay.
And who brought us here?
You washed up on shore.
Did we have a chest with us when we washed up?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I can find out.
That'd be
Please
great.
do.
Thank you.
Great. Well, if you guys want to stay here and have your drinks, get warm, I will be right back with the big folk, and they can give you a little bit more information, I guess.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Sure.
And
Okay.
Suds shakes himself up and takes a running start towards the end of the table. He's a little wobbly, but makes it off okay. His little pot belly kind of weighing him down at first before he glides out.
I think I died. This is not real. This is ridiculous. I'm out. Jefferson's is down. This is so weird.
I mean, I didn't expect it to look like this, to be honest.
Where's my ship? Our ship, sorry.
Right. Ship, treasure.
Oh. We were trying to get somewhere and
I mean, at least we didn't wake up inside the Kraken, but
yes.
That might be
still,
preferable.
like,
At least I would expect that.
I don't know about preferable. I mean,
I'm being dramatic, sorry.
I would
Which it
never
is.
guessed, Jaffa.
Rich is going through his bag for all of the maps that he has, the ones that they were following, and the ones that were on the other ship, like just taking them all out. Like, they're going to tell us where we are. We're on one of these. We have to be. Probably. Unless we were floating at sea for a very long time. In which case, doesn't matter if we go back.
I mean, that's valid.
That is valid. I mean, by the enchantment of this armor, I would have started floating if I went unconscious, and I definitely did. I think. How do you know when you went unconscious? I don't know.
Your
You
question makes me feel like I need a drink.
usually don't
Sorry.
know until you wake up, and I usually your bed. That's not really unconscious. It's more of just you had too much.
Are there any windows in this room?
Yeah, there are actually several windows. If you would like, you are more than welcome to get you. There's nothing keeping you captive that you can tell. The door is wide open. Where Suds flew out, there are several open windows that look out into what looks like a little kind of communal dwelling area.
Gwyn is going to take a chance and sip the tea as she goes to look out a window.
It's very interesting. There's hints of mango and mint, and it's quite lovely tasting.
Doesn't seem to be poisoned. It's pretty nice.
I have to make a new toy now because I lost my crab.
Oh, sorry about that. I like your
okay.
crab.
I need to leave it anyways. I had to start running. It's okay. I'll make another one.
Out the
Oh,
window, you can see several multi-family structures kind of around. Off in the distance, you see what looks like an orchard and several large plots of land that have crops in them. You can see beehives in an area, as well. It looks like rabbit hutches, a chicken coop, and several sheep and goats out grazing.
They look like normal sheep and goat.
Everything looks pretty normal, yeah.
What sort of people
see a-
live here? Do I see any people?
You do see someone coming, actually. As you get a better look, you see a very tall person coming towards the area that you're in. It's got mossy green skin, looks slightly maybe furry, and shimmering, sparkly, deep green hair that they wear very long, tied into a braid. And as this person gets closer, they're pushing 7-8 feet as this slightly bovine-esque nose appears with soft green eyes and this person steps into the room, and now that you notice it, all of the furniture in here is quite large. And this large furbolg gives you a huge smile and has very soft, kind of very friendly features. I'm glad you're awake. Welcome.
Hey, thanks. Were you the one that pulled us out?
Oh no,
Brought
that
us
was
here.
your Lucidine friend. She's still quite tired. She'll be okay.
Okay.
Hey.
I think she was swimming with you for several days.
Ah,
Well,
Wow.
definitely let her sleep then. Wow.
But I'm glad you're here and awake. I'm Shimmerus. It's nice to meet you.
Glen Hayes. Pleasure.
I'm Fortune. It's nice to meet you.
And I am Jaffer Zanzip. It's a pleasure to meet you, Shimmerus, right?
Yes. I know you all have a ship. Coral told me about it before she fell asleep. She sent a sending to your helmsman and let him know what happened. They should be here for you in a couple of days.
Good.
It's been a bit stormy, so it's been a little bit difficult. But they do know kind of roughly where you are, and through their navigation and my knowledge and Coral's sendings, you guys should be picked up soon.
Thank you. Speaking of where we are, where are we exactly?
Yeah. Yes. Fortune looks at the pile of maps he's dumped on the bed. If you could mark on one of them, or
Sure. And Shimmerus walks over to a kind of a what looks like a tool cabinet and opens it up and pulls out a scroll and brings it over, and they spread it out on the table. Now, let's see here. This is my map. This is the compound, as we call our island. It's right here, and they make a spot on your map. It's a little off course to where you were heading, Fortune, but it's not so off course that you wouldn't be able to get back. You're probably maybe a day's travel off course. Not terrible.
Does the island have a name other than the compound? Like, on the map, does it say anything on it?
It is unmarked. But you're very welcome here. We're happy to provide you with lodging and food and everything. If you feel so inclined, we would love it if you when you are feeling up to it. Obviously, not right now. You've just woken up. If you feel like helping out around the compound, it would be fantastic if that would be possible. But obviously, in your own time, you just woke up. We don't want to rush you. And Suds kind of pops his head out of Shimmerus's very sparkly hair. Yeah, it's really good to have many hands, light work, and all that jazz.
Hey, thank you for that.
yes. Okay.
Love the hair, by the way.
Thank you. You'll have to forgive him. Alehouse drakes don't necessarily have the best mannerisms. But is
First
there
time I've
anything I
met
can
one.
get you? Are you hungry? I imagine you'd be thirsty, but I didn't know if you were hungry or what you would prefer to eat.
Nothing that could have talked back to me like you do. Preferably. We've been to some interesting places.
No, you definitely won't find any of that here. We are primarily vegetarian. We don't really.
Even
What?
better.
My condolences.
Well, occasionally we have fish and such, but usually it's we don't particularly, you know. But we have fresh bread and we have fresh honey, and let's see here. I've got fruit and vegetables, and I think I have some cheese around here somewhere. Let me know what your preference is, and let me know what your bird friend would prefer as well. I think I have a variety of seeds and things as well.
Well, Lord Admiral, any preferences? Or should we just have them bring you some seeds?
That is a very interesting name for your bird. I like it.
I usually just call them crackers, but that one, we've picked it up on the ship.
Crackers?
That is a good name. I have crackers somewhere if he would like them.
Crackers?
Sure, I
You
can
should
fix them up.
totally bring him crackers.
Yes.
Can
Yeah.
do.
He wants them so
Most-
badly, that's why he keeps saying it.
The most generic crackers.
Hey, nothing
Okay.
too exciting.
Nothing too exciting.
It
Can't
upsets
handle
his
excitement.
palate.
Yeah.
I will be back.
Really
with-
mundane palate. Hmm.
I will be back with some crackers. And can I get anybody anything else? Bread, honey, fruit.
Bread and honey sounds great. Maybe some
Yes.
fruit, please.
Fantastic.
Mead. I don't.
That I also have.
Definitely
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Please.
All
That's what I
right.
need.
I will be back. And Shimris, they go ahead and they leave the area.
I think we've been kidnapped. This feels all too pleasant. I don't know what's happening.
Well, at
I'm
least
so
they've
scared.
got mead.
That's true.
If you're going to be kidnapped, you should at least be kidnapped by people who give you food and drink, alcoholic
Yes.
drink preference.
But I mean, what kidnapper would leave the door open though? So maybe not.
hey,
Oh, what
if
are we
it's a
going
setup, it's terribly elaborate.
go?
Sorry.
Where are we going to go? We don't have a ship or anything.
Maybe
We're
they,
on
maybe
an
they do.
island.
Maybe they have
Islands.
ships. Maybe we can take a ship.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's sure. If we
Mm.
can find one, sure.
The four of us are alone in the room.
Yes. Well, with Coral, who is asleep, but yes.
And a Suds in the
Nice.
room too.
Sud's left with Shimris.
Right, in the hair. Right.
Mhm.
We're good. We're good.
We must be cautious, whatever we do.
I agree.
Enjoy your crackers. I was going to be nice and get you fruit, but then I decided, nah.
Yes.
I really like that, the idea of like pretending that you're just mundane instead of special like you are.
Oh, well, I'm glad you think me special, Jaffa. I'm very pleased.
I've always thought you special crackers.
Yeah.
Yes.
You hear footsteps approaching, and Shimris comes back in with several other Furbolg, all carrying different plates and things. There is a jug of something alcoholic that smells really deliciously sweet and fruity. You detect notes of passion fruit and mango and guava in it, little hints of pineapple as well. As they pour you a cup of some some tropical fruit mead, and there is set out a bunch of fresh breads and cheese and honey and crackers. Before you, there are a bunch of crackers, but they're all got this kind of greenish tint to them, like it was made with some sort of seaweed, perhaps. They smell good, though.
I shall munch upon one.
They're quite tasty. And they also bring over some different fruits and things for you as well. And for the rest of you.
So you want us to help out, right? That's the trade for saving
Oh.
us? For
Well, no, I mean, if you didn't want to, it would be you wouldn't be expected to. It would just, if possible, it would be nice, but we don't expect anything. We figured you might get bored after uh, waiting for your ship. We're not. It could take a couple of days. We don't want to, you know, keep you without something to do.
Well, if I'm going to sell myself, I guess I should say that not only am I very technical in my work, I'm able to fix most anything technical. I'm also really good at exceptional, not really good, but to use proper words. I'm exceptional at fixing ships, as long as they're not sinking
Jeez.
around me. So, I mean, if you have ships, if you'd like to show me where your ships are.
I don't have any ships. I do have some farm equipment though that could use a bit of help. Our rust weevils only do so much work with keeping it from rusting.
What are rust weevils?
Oh, they're little. Well, I guess you guys look at it like adventurers. A lot of people when they find them in dungeons used to call them rust monsters, but they're quite small, and they take care of all of the rusting on any of our farm equipment that's gotten old. They're quite sweet. They give you they tickle a little bit when you pet them.
Interesting.
Very
What
interesting.
what sort of work do you all do here? I see hives and crops and things. Are you farmers primarily?
Primarily, yes. We have our little community here, and we just we enjoy the land and working with it, and the animals here are fun. Occasionally, we do a little bit of trade with ships that come every now and again, different things, but mostly it's just keeping our little community thriving.
Good to
I
know.
shall cast message.
Mhm.
And in a whisper that only Jaffa can hear, I ask, if they have no ships, how did they come to this island?
They're probably born here. I don't know. That's really weird. Maybe they washed up on shore too. End message.
And how long have you all been here? I haven't really heard anything about this island before.
Oh, we've been here for some of us for generations. Gosh, I guess the original group. And if you think about, as you guys think about it, you know that Furbolg generations are quite long. It was part of the original crew of. There was a shipwreck, a couple centuries back, when most of us came here, and yeah, we've pretty much been here ever since. There was an incident with the Feywild and some eldritch mists, and a couple of us stumbled out of there as well. So we come from a variety of places.
Do you still have any troubles with those mists around here?
Every now and again we see them, but most of the time we go into our homes and we try not to interact when those time comes. Unfortunately, it can do quite a number on our crops, but we manage.
Well, thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate you helping us out.
Oh, of course. It's, the least we could do. It's not every day that we get visitors, and especially those who are in peril and need to be helped. It's what decent folk do.
Yes.
Would you like a tour? I'm happy to show you around.
Aye, that would be lovely.
Yes, please.
Please.
So, are you monster tamers? Is that what your trade is? I mean, other
Oh.
than growing food?
Well, not really tamers. We have several domesticated species on the island that we cultivate and we practice animal husbandry with, but I wouldn't call us monster tamers. I mean, most of the animal life on this island I wouldn't consider monstrous. Just your run the mill creatures. We've got goats and sheep and Wolpertingers and your usual kind of crew.
Do you have any written word on like how you do that though? How good you are at taming these creatures of your land?
Oh, nothing written usually. No, a lot of it is just how we live. Oh, come on, I'll show you. Oh, this is Johnny and Estella and Baxel and Veslin and Marcel. There are a few more folk that live around here. And all of the people that you see are all furbolgs in various, with the same kind of mossy green furred skin in a variety of different shades.
Pleasure. Gwyn.
Nice to meet
Hi.
y'all.
Fortune.
Our pet Crackers.
Nice to meet you, Crackers.
She's trying very hard not to laugh.
Does he like being pet or no? Estrella kind of pipes up. He's very beautiful. I wouldn't mind petting him if he would acquiesce to it.
Well, Crackers, are you in the mood for pets or no? Her eyes are just sparkly with amusement. She finds this hilarious.
I shall.
She reaches out like above his head, trying very hard not to laugh.
I act agreeable.
If he wasn't in the mood to be pet, he would have immediately puffed up like when they entered the room. He didn't do that, so
That's
must
good
be
to know.
fine.
I don't have
Seems
much
like-
experience with birds. Most of my experience is with different reptiles and amphibians. That's my expertise.
Neat.
Good.
And she very gently with like Crackers, the size of the hand that is coming towards you is a little disconcerting because of her stature, but she's incredibly gentle with the pet. She gives you little tiny gentle scritches.
Oh, he likes it. Look at that. You have
I
a
may
way with
enjoy it, but I'll
hands.
never tell.
Well, right this way, we'll give you a quick tour.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So the first thing you all notice when you enter out of the little communal building that you're all in is the barking of a dog. And as you look around, Gwilyn, you see that same little furry creature that you saw excitedly bounding towards everybody. And then in a split second, it blinks out of existence and then pops back in a few moments later, just in a different direction. Just super excited.
That's the dog. Whoa. That was unexpected. That's the one I saw before. What kind of dog is that?
Oh, he's a blink puppy.
Blink puppy. Fascinating.
Yeah,
Jeffers
he's-
taking rigorous notes.
We call him Meadow.
I've never met one before.
Oh, he's quite friendly. Loves people.
He's adorable.
Thank you. He helps out on the farm by herding the sheep and goats.
Good to know.
So Estella kind of takes over from Shimra, so they need to go attend to some other work on the farm. And Estella takes you over to the orchard where you see a variety of cultivated fruit trees, a bunch of citrus, mangoes. You can see pineapple bushes growing not too far away. It looks like this orchard is several centuries old. It's been really well kept. There are fields out to the left of the orchard, and right off to the right of the orchard is what looks to be a large pond, and that is where Estella tells you that they cultivate freshwater seagrasses and kelps, where they get a lot of their protein and grains from. Most of and you notice when you had it, the bread kind of had a little bit of a greenish tint to it. Because of the sandy soils, wheat doesn't grow very well here, so they've adapted to eating mainly sea-based plants. But in order to avoid upsetting the natural ecosystem of the ocean, they created a inland pond so they can grow their crops without encroaching on the natural environment.
Good work. That's an excellent plan.
Thank you. We do, occasionally get pests now and then, and so we practice some natural pest control, but, at the moment we haven't had any need for it.
That's great.
And as you continue on, she leads you further out, and you can see beautiful verdant fields of flowers with large beehives nearby. We keep some dire bumblebees here. They are super sweet. They are very fuzzy and adorable, and that's where we get our honey for our mead and other sweetener for our breads and things like that. And you watch as this baseball-sized, fat, fuzzy bumblebee kind of pokes its head out of the hive and flies off towards the flowers. They don't look like your normal honeybees. They look like just the big, fat, black and yellow bumblebees that have no right to fly because they're so huge. So just imagine a fuzzy baseball with wings kind of just slowly bumbling its way along towards the flowers. And nearby you can see what look like a couple of rabbit hutches, but as you get closer, they look a little bit different. Instead of rabbits like you would expect, you see antlers on these rabbits and wings, maybe? Is that what? If someone would like, they can give me a nature check.
Yes. That is a 10. But Gwilyn is fascinated.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20. That's pretty cool.
I rolled
Alright.
because I was like, oh, haha, I won't get it. I got a 16. That's not bad. My -1.
All right. So you know that these are Wolpertingers. They are a rabbit type species. They make excellent familiars. And they are just, you get the idea that maybe these are familiar trainers. Maybe that's what they do. But this Wolpertinger just comes bounding right on up to Estella and with a little flap of its wings hops right into her hand. And they've got little tiny antlers and are just really, really adorable looking.
That is the cutest thing.
Do I know if they have any special abilities?
You do know that a lot of them are incredibly smart. And if you give me a second, I will look up whether or not they have any special abilities because Tessa does not remember.
Wolpertangers, that's so incredible. I didn't think I'd see them here.
Is that what they are? I wasn't sure. But they're fascinating.
They, aside from being able to fly, they also can. They have a bit of a mischievous streak, which makes them maybe not as desirable as some pets would like them to be. But they are also fey in nature, and they have what is known as a keening attack, which is kind of they can emit this very high pitched shriek, which can deafen any predators.
I share that with my group.
Wow.
So behaved though. That's your tamers. I mean, I'm sorry. I keep using that word. I know you like work with them.
Oh yeah.
Their handlers are exceptional.
Well, thank you. Yes, most of our clothing we get from the fur. We brush them, and the fibers that are left in the brushes after. And you'll notice the fur of this rabbit-like creature is just very long and soft. So when we brush them, we weave the leftover fibers into yarn, basically, what our fur is made out of, or our clothing is made out of.
Oh.
Can I pet it?
Oh, sure.
Please.
And she very gently hands over the Wolpertinger over to you. This one's just a kit, so it's she'll get a little bit bigger. And
She's
you're kind of taken aback from that the idea that this is a baby, because she fills your entire hand and then some. She's probably 2 feet tall. So the fact that this is a baby is kind of amazing.
How big do they get?
Oh, let's see. They can get probably 3 or 4 feet tall.
Nice. I like it.
They're very fun. And they are great at keeping pests out of your fields. They love, insects especially. So we usually, in addition for yarn and textiles, we also keep them as pest deterrents in our gardens.
Look, Jaffer, you could start adopting actual pets instead of the people.
I'm an employer. I also am very interested in this. You're with me. You're picking up what I'm putting down. I think if we can perhaps purchase one of these creatures to cultivate on our ship, that'd be fascinating.
Oh well, we don't really do the whole money exchange thing, but if you'd like to trade, we can absolutely arrange something.
Well, I've told you my trade. I mean, so I could work for,
Well, I'm sure we could arrange
whatever.
that.
Perfect.
I know that we have a couple of needs here around the farm. I imagine we could probably set you up with venturing. Well, I mean, you guys seem like the kind of folk who like to venture outside of the comfort zones. I'm sure we can arrange something. We've got a couple of creatures that we have need of. Yeah, well, when we get back in, I'll have you talk to Johnny Seven Toes. He's got he's kind of knows what we need around here.
Did he give himself that name?
No, it's a family name.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. I'm terribly curious.
That's all right. All right, then. What would you like to see next? Anything in particular?
Anyone?
I don't know.
I, I, this is the first time I've ever been on a farm.
Really?
I don't tend to
I
frequent them
lived-
myself.
I lived in a port when I was growing up. The only animals I saw were seagulls and rats.
Well, we definitely have those here too. We have doppelrats, which are interesting.
Now, what is that?
Oh, a doppelrat? They're wild and they can really do a number on our harvests. So we have a couple displacer kittens around as well to help with that. But they when they get startled, they well, they multiply themselves, not like actually, but they basically project an aura, and each one of those auras can project another aura, and so one doppelrat can make up to like 12 images. So it gets a little crazy. And the displacer beasts tend to be the only ones that can actually figure out which is the correct doppelrat. So we keep them around.
I would love to see them.
Oh, of course. We can totally arrange that. Are there any other creatures? We have we have some Uriags as well. If you want to see them, we basically keep them as refuse disposal. They're kind of fun.
I've never seen one, so yes.
And she'll take you around and show you the displacer beast kittens, which are hilarious to watch because your hand will go down to pet one and you're petting the wrong thing. You think you're going to connect, but it's actually 2 inches over to the other side, and you are having the hardest time actually petting these kittens. Uriags are a little bit less adorable. They're keeping them almost like they would keep like pigs. There's a trough, and they basically bring kitchen scraps and or different types of farm refuse. And the Uriags are like, "Hey, best day ever," and take care of everything for them.
I'd like to think that from what we were both doing, Fortune and Gwilyn both just continuously tried to touch the displacer kittens anyway.
Fortune starts his hands slightly out and slowly brings them together until he finds a cat, and then just kind of okay.
Now I can pet them.
Yes, that's a good one.
Jeff is just taking notes. Are these all indigenous, or how are you able to find these creatures?
Occasionally, some of them pop in to the island when there is an eldritch mist, and usually a lot of them are not native to the area. So what we do is, in order to make sure that they survive, but also ensure the survival of native species, we care for them and we practice safe animal husbandry kind of techniques to make sure that there's no harm to the ecosystem.
Wow, that's really
amazing.
cool.
Yeah, but that my primary job is to work with the Wolpertingers, but I enjoy all of the little beasts that we have.
I love these displacer kittens. That is fascinating.
Oh, they're very fun. But yeah, and then so yeah, that's kind of the area. There's a bunch of buildings that she didn't take you into that she basically tells you are individual family homes. Sometimes 2 or 3 different families will live in the house together. You get the idea of these different generations. But yeah, so that's pretty much the compound.
Impressive.
Thanks. If you like, I can connect you with Johnny Seven Toes, and he can give you an idea of what we might need, to help the farm out. If you'd like.
I think that sounds great. What do
Sure.
you think, Fortune
Sure.
Jaffer?
I have nothing else to do.
Sounds good. All right, well, right this way. And she leads you over to Johnny Seven Toes, who is another furball who stands kind of a head taller even than she is. And the first thing you notice about him is that he has almost abnormally long pinky fingers as he is picking up and cradling this very tiny dragonette in his hands. Oh,
Oh,
hi. Are you settling in okay? I know you're only with us for a short time, but how's everything going so far?
good so far. Love the place. The display circuits are particularly fascinating.
Oh, thank you. They are pretty cute.
Is that a dragonette?
Oh, this is a pseudo-dragonette, yes.
Pseudo dragon. It's
Um,
adorable.
Thank you. She popped in here in the most recent mist. And we're just kind of keeping an eye on her for right now. But so you guys bored yet of the small town life?
It's different, but also not
Certainly.
that different.
What do you do when the creatures get when they mature?
Well, a lot of times, depending on the creatures, if they're not indigenous, we will usually try to only keep a breeding pair if it's a creature that we use for husbandry purposes. Otherwise, occasionally we will we have people who trade, who are interested in animal companions or familiars sometimes, depending on the creature. But we typically try not to have too many non-native species here.
Good plan.
Yeah, so that is primarily what we are focused on. But are you guys wanting? Guys, thinking about getting your hands dirty a little bit?
That's my MO. So
Okay.
I'm ready whenever you need me.
Well,
Not sure what we can do, but glad
Well,
to
we've got a couple of things that we could use at the moment. Our pond could use some, basically, some natural protection. So we could, there is some kraken spawnling that I could send you to pick up, or if you are looking for something a little bit different, we use dragon turtles to plow our fields, and our dragon turtle decided to go ahead and move on. But I know that there is a recent clutch. If you wouldn't mind going and seeing if there's some more, or one that wouldn't mind coming back. I know that they were having some problems recently with the clutches. I think there's a creature that has been eating the dragon turtle eggs. So you may need to try and figure out what that is as well. But either one of those would be really helpful. If you have a particular plan that you'd like.
I mean, I'd love to see either one of those. Preference?
None.
Rather
I mean-
not see a kraken right now.
Yeah, that's kind of
But
in my head.
it's a-
That.
Baby kraken. It's only a baby.
That might be worse.
Is it though? We could train it, take it along with us, reach down. I could jump down into the water and be like, hey, take out that ship, and we could just sink ships randomly, like without ever touching them. I'm telling you, it'd be a great plan, long term.
Okay, you're selling this to me. I like
Okay.
this.
But
Randomly, she says.
if the ship sinks, then we can't take what's on it.
Well, we can for those of us who can breathe underwater, and we'll have a kraken to defend us. It could drag it back up. It's tactics. You have them threaten to sink the ship. Like, we could throw this kraken, and
Okay.
if you don't surrender and give us all your gold, then the kraken
That-
could sink your ship.
Where's Crackers at this moment?
I am perched on Fortune's shoulder, re-evaluating Gwilyn's claim that her people are definitely not pirates.
That is a interesting plan.
Well, it doesn't
But-
have. I mean, you wouldn't go for good people, obviously, but we could use it. People who have slaves and things, take them out, but save the slaves, obviously.
But it's a dragon, but it's also a turtle.
I want to see that too. I won't lie about that.
Well, I mean,
Be harder
we're
to
gonna
take
be
on a
here
ship,
for a
though.
couple of days. I'm sure you could do one then the other.
Sure.
I like that.
Whichever one.
Yeah, I think I'm still kind of in Kraken shock. So I think we should do the dragon turtle thing first, and then
Alright.
you know,
All right,
just saying.
great. Well,
Dragon turtle first.
the dragon turtle clutch, they normally clutch over on the western side of the island. If you follow, we've kind of built a natural trail. If you just follow it, you'll find it. There's a freshwater river that feeds into a lagoon there. Feel free to, if you guys get hungry on the way, feel free to pick any of the fruits and veggies in the garden and groves on your way. It's most of the plant life here is edible, so you shouldn't have much of an issue. There are a couple of creatures that we definitely don't, cultivate here, so be on the lookout for that. But for the most part, nothing on the island is too dangerous.
Noted. Thanks for that.
Yes.
No problem. Oh, here, if you're gonna go get some dragonets, you might need these. And he reaches into his satchel and hands you each a large red tinged potion. They are greater potions of healing.
Thank you for that.
Just in case you run into anything a little dangerous, since we're not sure what's eating the eggs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm not sure what all your abilities are aside from ship repair, so. Do you want us to keep your bird friend here so he's safe?
No, it's alright if he comes with us. He
All right.
usually stays
He's good
with
moral
me.
support.
Hey, that is.
Good to know. Alrighty. Well, if you need anything, I think all of your gear is in the community building if you need it before you head out. But yes. Have a happy hunting. You'll know the dragon turtles when you get closer. They're pretty easy to spot. But have happy hunting.
Hey, sure, it'll be fine.
And Johnny turns back to working with these insectoid-like creatures, kind of setting them on a piece of plowing farm equipment that looks rusty, and you watch as the metal, as they kind of skitter across it, and the metal almost becomes whole again.
Those must be the rest weevils.
Maybe.
What do you guys do?
Jaffer's gearing to go to the western part of the island.
Are we going for our gear?
Yes.
I mean, I can get my swords from here, but that's not going to work for everyone.
I mean, I have everything I need. I mean, I'm sure I can go over. Sure, let's go get that. So we can go over and get our stuff. Mm-hmm.
Whilst everyone collects their belongings, I wish to fly up and have a look and see if I can gauge how large this island is.
As you fly up, you get a good glimpse of the island. You imagine it's probably a 3 to 4 hour journey from where you're at to the other side of it. Maybe another hour journey to the shore closest to you. Overall, it's not huge and easily walkable in a day. But you don't get the glimpse of any other islands too nearby. They seem to be fairly isolated. You do see in the cove a small dock set up. It looks like it's plenty large enough for a large ship to dock should they need to.
Very well. Then I shall fly back down once everyone has reassembled.
All right. It takes just a few minutes for everybody to get everything.
Right, let's go then.
No better time than the present.
You guys set off. It is about midday. It's nice cool weather. It's not too hot. Got a lovely sea breeze blowing as you wind your way out of the Beach Bulg compound, as they call it, and head out towards the western side of the island. On your way, you do see several different wild varieties of creature. Most of them farm. You see some alpacas and other types of creatures. As you get on closer towards the wilds and a little bit further away from the farm, the trees of the island become a little bit thicker, and you reach some rolling hills on your way out. And soon enough, you have found the freshwater river that you know if you follow will lead you right to the area that you're looking for.
Along the way, Gwilyn will continue to try and talk up the baby kraken and all of the totally moral and just uses for a baby kraken.
Fortune is listening, but is also watching Gwilyn intently, like looking at her tattoos, like, is she like just trying to get a read on this?
The only one you can probably see is the seagull on her arm. You'd have to watch really closely to see the only other one.
Your ambitions are mildly troubling.
It's not like I'm gonna take out armies with it. I'm just saying it could be useful. You never know when a baby kraken who grows up to be a larger kraken could be useful. If we'd had one while we were
How-
out there, for example,
how
it could have
long-
killed off the other one.
How long does it take for a kraken to grow up? Because this might be a
That's
plan that only you can see to the fruition.
That's valid. That's valid. Well, then none of you have to worry about it, do you?
I mean,
It's just going to be this tiny little baby. What
I'm not that old.
possible harm can a baby kraken do? I'm sure it's
A
fine.
lot, probably.
It's fine.
Sure, it's fine. Nothing bad ever happens with baby krakens.
Right.
Ever.
Ever.
So,
There's nothing wrong with this plan.
go ahead and make me a nature check if you'd like to see if you know how long it would take for a kraken to grow up.
Sure, she's thinking about it now. That is an 18.
It takes approximately 4 years for a kraken to reach full maturity. Most of
That's-
their growing is done in the 3rd year.
It's not that bad. I mean, 4 years. 4
Oh.
years, and we can have a great kraken at our side.
It's a lot faster than I thought.
Right?
That's really concerning.
Oh, nothing to be concerned about. It'll adore me.
I mean,
I
you gotta
just know
think.
it.
It's probably the baby's probably like bigger than me. You know.
I mean, a lot of things are, to be fair. No offense.
You can't just say that. You can't just say something rude. Jaffer's just gonna go off and just.
Well, there's nothing
Frustrating
wrong with
small.
being small, though. I didn't say there was anything wrong with being smaller, though. I mean, think of all the places that you could get to that I can't because I'm up here. You could get away in crowds faster. I mean, when you stick a head and shoulders above people, how do you get away in a crowd?
Yeah.
How do you disappear? It's pretty hard.
And when you're about waist high from most people, it kind of sucks,
That's valid. That is
Yeah.
valid.
especially on a dock. They just drink and eat fish and yeah,
I
Feel my plight.
thought about that, but
Thank
that is
you.
a valid point.
I live a troubled life.
If we go through with this plan, do we have to start calling you the mother of krakens?
I mean, I've no objections to that, to be fair.
Yeah, that'd be a great name for you.
I like it. Mother of
Yes.
Krakens. That's a good rhyme. Totally not ominous. No one will think that I'm up to any ill with that.
Yes, if I heard someone say the mother of krakens is coming in a tavern, I assume a lot of people would be very concerned. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but if it is, then go for it.
I mean,
To be fair, it'd probably take
I'm
her a
not
very
sure-
long time to get there.
hey, it'd take me a bit. I like it though. I can work with it. I've
No,
got a few years to work on it.
I think word would spread fast if there was an elf threatening to sink people's ships with the kraken, and sometimes actually did it.
Only sometimes though. Only sometimes.
You would have to, or else they would think the threat is empty.
Right. If you never sink the ship, then they don't believe you. So a couple need to be made an example of. But then Jaffer, I can give you business because you work on ships. We'll just make a whole monopoly on it. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but it's not really.
It sounds pretty bad.
We can make it work.
So
That's
this is a
pretty-
racket now.
Only for really, really horrible people, though. We've all seen
and
good
one of us
people
can
shoes.
start an insurance company, and they all take out insurance claims.
What are a name for an insurance company than Fortunes?
Well, at least we have a business if this hero thing doesn't work out now. We have a backup plan, everyone.
Better than any other backup plan I had. Which was none. I had none.
Well, you're welcome.
Your journey continues on, fairly uneventful. It is very peaceful on the island. It takes you a couple of hours, but eventually you notice the stream starting to wind its way down towards a lagoon. You can see flashes of green and turquoise in the water as you see small turtle-like creatures flitting about. Now, they look small to you from a distance, and as you come a little bit closer, you realize that these dragon turtlets are a little bit bigger than you anticipated. As you get closer, you notice that they are about 1.5 feet long already. And they're babies, so they must be the grown-ups must be very large, and you actually do see, kind of basking along the side, a full-sized dragon turtle that you measured to be probably around 15 feet long, maybe?
That's really big for a baby. And you're complaining about my kraken. I'll bet it's smaller than this at the start.
At the start, she says.
What could fight off a dragon turtle?
A turtle
Maybe something
dragon,
small.
maybe.
That's not funny.
But it is exciting.
Yes.
As you say that, Jaffer, you hear this bone-shattering bellow of a roar coming from somewhere nearby.
Oh, good job.
My bones.
And from seemingly nowhere, this 6-legged horned creature pops out from behind the adult dragon turtle and gores it with his horns and begins feasting on it. No warning, no struggle, just dinner.
Well, the good news is I think we found what we're out here after. The bad news is what in the seas is that?
That escalated very quickly.
It did. Very much so. I will post a picture in our chat so you guys can see what you are looking at. And then I will also post it for the Twitch chat.
Right, now that is not cute. Everything else, pretty cute. That...
If
No,
you guys would like,
no.
you may give me a nature check to see if you know what it is.
Five.
21.
6.
Oh, I rolled horribly. Don't wait for me.
Okay. Gwilyn, this is a Bukavak.
Bukavak?
It's like
Gesundheit.
a kind of like a toad-like bear monstrosity.
Think toad merged with bear. But like 3 times as ugly. they're not particularly nice.
You don't say.
Yeah, I thought I'd add that in case you hadn't caught on.
Well, shall we
Well-
kill this one?
We could try.
I hope that works.
We scared it off.
Right. Roll initiative.
– 14.
$18.
12.
My intrepid dice roller has rolled a natural 1 for me.
Oh,
A
lovely.
total of 5.
That's very nice of him. All right. So, Fortune, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Right. I'm gonna run up with my sword and I'm gonna swing at it.
Okay. Which direction are you? This creature is about 17 feet long. Are you approaching from the front, the back, or the side?
The side.
All right.
The first was a 8.
Okay. That does not hit.
The second is 22. Seven. And then I'm going to do my bonus action attack.
All right. Is that
15.
All right. 15
It's
does
the-
not hit.
Okay.
The 7 was, I assume, from the second attack, which did hit.
Yes. I assumed a 22 hit.
Yes, it does.
I hope it is. Okay.
Well, you guys are like, what, level 10 now? I mean, come on, it's fine. I know that you're like,
Please
that's not funny.
stunning strike for the one that did hit.
Sure.
You have to make a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of my next.
All right, let's see here. Ooh, that is an 8.
DC is 14, so
All right. My dice are not happy tonight.
stab it in just the right place, so it just kind of stops.
All right. Jaffer.
Okay, Jaffer is going to place a turtle, mechanical turtle on the ground, crank it up so that it grows into a medium-sized turret, and sit on top of it, and then gesture forward, and it's going to shoot out a bolt of force at this creature.
Great.
That is a 20 total.
That hits.
Okay, that is a total of 7 points of force damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Quillen.
Gwilyn will charge forward, whip out her swords as she's running, and she will use. Hold on. I'm sorry, my note. She will use action surge so she gets 5 attacks then? 5 attacks. Yes. And she'll attack the opposite side from Fortune if possible. Do you want me to roll those all at once, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Anything, I will give you the AC of the monster is a 16, if that is helpful.
Okay.
To streamline combat.
Sure. I got 19, so. Okay. 2, 3. Fourth one misses. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 were over that.
Okay.
I rolled above a 14 for all but one.
Excellent.
$18. 24 damage total.
Excellent.
And that's my turn.
Its turn. It is going to. Oh, it is going to do nothing because it's stunned. So, Crackers.
I shall look to fortune, and I shall sing a short tune. I shall say, if you go down to the beach today, you'd be... I shall start again. My apologies. If you go down to the beach today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down to the beach today, you'll never believe your eyes, for a creature's there as big as a bear. When you see it, you'll want it gone, 'cause today's the day a bear and a frog have a hell spawn. And I shall grant you a D8 inspiration die.
That was beautiful. I love it.
And I shall also cast Heroism on Gwylin. So you gain 3 temporary hit points at the beginning of each round.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. So that brings us back up to Fortune.
I'm going to swing it again. 18 and 18 on the die. The offhand is a 19.
Nice.
All of it together is 17 damage. And on the last one, I want to do stunning strike again.
All right.
Because it worked well the first.
How much damage total again?
17 total.
And let me do the thingy. Let's see. That is a 19.
Yeah, it passed.
Okay. Jaffer.
Okay, Jaffer is going to. Fortune, did you have something else you wanted to do? Sorry.
No, I just I looked at what stunned actually does, and the attack rolls had advantage on it. I re-rolled my dice and rolled a lot of really bad things, so it's fine. Nothing happened.
Okay.
Okay, Jaffer is going to, as a bonus action, command her turtle turret that she's on to move forward 15 feet, and then shoot out another bolt of energy.
Excellent.
That is a total of 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
So, it deals 6 points of force damage to this creature. Jaffer is then going to pull a little yo-yo off of her side and spin it outward towards Fortune, and it kind of lands underneath him, and then smoke comes out of it and fills Fortune's nose and mouth, and Fortune enlarges.
Nice.
So D4 to your damage rolls. Yeah. So you can do more damage. You also get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws if you need it. And that's me.
Excellent. Gwylin.
Okay, and she will again attack, but this time I only get 2. It's a 19 on the die, so that'll hit, and 16 on the die. So that's both.
Alrighty.
$18 damage.
Perfect. All right. Bookavac, seeing that it can actually move now, it's a little bit frightening how fast it can move for something of its size, as 4 of its arms shoot out to make claw attacks. The first one is going to be on Gwilyn, which misses. Then one on Fortune, which hits for 11 points of slashing damage. One on Jaffer, which is going to miss, and another one on Gwilyn, which will also miss. Fortune, you are grappled in its hand, by the way. I just realized that. And let's see here. Its Croaking Blast does not regenerate. So, Crackers, it is your turn.
Oh my. I shall fly forth and attempt to claw at it with my talons.
Alrighty.
Oh dear, I rolled an 11 to hit.
Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Well, I tried.
All right, and back up to the top with Fortune.
I'm gonna keep just swinging on it with my now very big sword, and
Alrighty.
then punching it with my very large hand.
Sounds good.
Easy inspiration on the first one. It's that 15, so it doesn't hit. Then 20 for the second, and 18 on the die for the third one.
Alrighty, so go ahead and give me the damage for the 2 that do hit.
And because it worked once, I do want to try Stunning Strike one more time
Okay.
on it to see if it'll. Yeah. The damage is 19 damage.
Okay. All right. And hang on, I didn't do enough damage to it. There we go. I forgot how to add for a second. The Stunning Strike is a 17 on the die, or a 17 total.
No, it's a DC 14.
Okay. All right.
And I can't move, so that's my turn.
All right. Jaffer.
Okay. Jaffer didn't realize she was that close, so she's going to tell her turret to back up away from this creature to get out of range of it. And she's going to have it shoot at this creature. That is 12. It's not enough.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
She's then going to stretch her arm out, holding her little wooden toy gun, and shoot a firebolt at it. That is 16. Just hits, right?
16 hits, yeah.
Okay. So that is 7 points of fire damage. She shoots
Alrighty.
this bolt of flame at it.
It looks unhappy at that. You see bits of its toad-like skin burn unpleasantly. All right, Gwilyn.
Same again. Oh, that stinks though. I mean, good shot, but Okay, I have to tell you what I rolled is exactly because one die got a 20 and the other got a 1. Those are my 2 hits. One definitely missed.
And one definitely hits. So make sure on your 20 that you do your full damage plus whatever you roll.
Okay. That is 15 damage.
15? Alrighty. Excellent.
That's me.
All right,
She's
so
just complaining about the stench and completely missed.
all right, so it is not happy at all and is going to go ahead and make some attacks. First though, since it's got Fortune in his hand, he is going to go ahead and make a bite attack and try and take a little nom on Fortune. Does a 23 hit you, Fortune? All right.
Yeah, a little bit more than a 17.
All right. One second. Let me roll some dice here. So that is, hang on, I forgot how to add 28 points of piercing damage as its fangs sink into you.
Just enough to knock me unconscious.
Oof. And with its other hand that is free is going to lash out at Gwilyn. I'm going to assume that a 25 hits you, Gwilyn.
No, it just misses. Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Just a little.
For 13 points of slashing damage, and you are now grappled.
Ah.
And that is its turn. Crackers.
Oh my. I shall fly down and land gently on Fortune and cast Cure Wounds at a 3rd level. Did not roll great. You get 13 points of healing. And then I shall look to Jaffa and I shall say, the elf in the back said it's a Bukovac, and we started up a beachfront blitz. And we'll save the baby turtles and maybe name one Squirtle, but right now it is a beachfront blitz. And I grant you a D8 inspiration die.
Amazing. Amazing. All right. Fortune.
Okay. I'm going to attack, and I'm going to flurry of blows.
Alrighty.
Two of them were 9. One is a 19 on the die. The last one is a 16.
Alrighty. Give me your damage.
I rolled all ones.
Oh, I hate that.
For 7 damage. Wait, no. 10 damage.
Yay! Alright.
It's in double digits.
Jaffer.
Did just get a bite taken out of me, to be fair.
Okay. I rolled a a 2 on the die. Plus 8 is 10, but I added the inspiration, and I got a plus 7 on that, so 17.
Nice.
As Jaffer is shooting the turret, we'll say.
Alrighty.
Okay. So that is a total of 13 points of force damage. And then Jaffer is going to gesture wildly forward with her toy gun. And she's going to hold it with both hands and squeeze the thing. And 3 large glyphs kind of appear in the air around. And then launch Scorching Ray at this creature.
Ooh.
So the first one is 14 to hit. That misses. The second one is a 17.
Hits.
And the third is 21. So,
Alrighty.
oh geez. That's 15 fire damage to this creature.
Nice.
That's me done.
All right, Gwilyn.
Okay. Can I attack from the grapple? Or do I have to free
You
myself
can attack
first?
from the grapple, yes, or you can try and escape, whichever one you would prefer.
Going to try and attack from it. This side. See how that goes. That's what I'm gonna. Okay, 1 hits and the other misses.
Alrighty. Go ahead and
Okay.
give me your damage.
Mm, 9 damage.
Alrighty.
I did it right. It's like, put me down. Ah!
Right, it is its turn. And it is going to bite down on Gwilyn. Got a very, very big mouth. It looks like it fit both Fortune and Gwilyn in its mouth at the same time.
His breath's not great either, I bet.
That is a 19.
That hits.
1 second. For 22 points of piercing damage as it bites into you.
Ow.
And let's see if it's... And its croaking blast recharges as it lets out this deafening, howling croak. And I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
$21.
20.
All right.
12.
8.
All right. Okay. Let me do this real quick. So you, for those of us who got under a 17, you take 24 thunder damage, and those who saved take half.
This is not going great.
Ow!
You get the idea that this creature is unleashing everything it has because it is not doing well at all.
I'm sorry, Gwilyn, but you lose heroism.
Yeah.
Fortune is still enlarged, though. That's nice. I just made it.
I'm still big, but I only have 1 hit point left.
That is its turn. Oh, Crackers and Jaffer, you are also temporarily deafened at the moment from that. I apologize. I forgot that part.
What?
Sorry.
Huh?
All right.
Does deafening prevent us from casting spells with somatic components?
No, you can still speak.
All right, very good, because I'm going to heal myself with a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Good plan. Sorry, I realized that I did not say who was next in the initiative, so I apologize. And are you going to do anything else this turn aside from Peel, or no?
I restore 9 hit points to myself, but that is all I do this turn.
Alrighty. Fortune.
I'm gonna attack it again and flurry of blows again. So 17, 10, 16, and a nat 1.
Alright. Go ahead and do your damage.
$18 damage.
Alright. Please tell me, Fortune, how you kill the Bukavak while it is still holding you.
I am imagining it's got him like bit around, probably like around the waist. So he actually does just bring the sword up and directly in front of him and like drags it down through its face.
Nice. So you watch as Fortune, just in this fit of frustration and pain, brings his sword up and directly into the face of this horrible creature and hacks off one of its horns as it slumps to the ground.
Good job, Fortune!
Oh,
Well done!
Oh,
that's loud. Good job, though.
the fortune just slays on
What?
the ground for a minute.
You are in free actions.
I'm going to search it.
All right. There's not much on it. It's really just a large, kind of grotesque creature.
Think we could get anything for the horns? I mean, you already got one off. And I'm not sure I want
What?
to count them around.
See if there's anything good on the creature.
Will do!
Okay, so they can't hear, but
No,
they can see.
I'd say it's probably that awful noise it made. Seems to have gotten them both.
Jaffer's gonna go over to the clutch of dragon turtle eggs
Mhm.
and put an egg in her bag.
All right.
Does Gwilyn see this?
She's trying to be stealthy about it.
You may make a stealth check.
A
Gwilyn, you are
passive-
also searching this creature, trying to
Yeah.
find something with it.
I have a passive perception of 16.
Good. At disadvantage, I rolled a 6.
You see him doing this, or her doing this.
Gwilyn
Yeah, it's
doesn't
not
say
a
anything.
small egg. This
Just
egg
smile.
is about the size of Jaffer. Well, about half the size of Jaffer. Egg is about almost 1.5 feet large.
If you get that, I get a baby kraken. I'm just saying that's the trade.
What?
Ah, blessed.
And
forgot.
Within a minute, Jaffer and Crackers, your hearing comes back to you.
Is Fortune just staring at Jaffer?
Yeah, I'm watching her.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you've never
Shut
done
up.
anything wrong, ever.
Ever. I
True.
can attest.
Is that supposed to be a new member of the crew, or are you going to make a very big omelet?
New member of the crew?
Yeah!
Look, you can't say new member of the crew when it's a creature and then say a pet when it's a person. Okay, that's not how that works. Member of the crew is a person. This is gonna be my amount.
How long
looks at the
does
full
it
grown
grow
one,
up?
like
The dead full grown one, unfortunately.
the size of it.
It can pull the ship along.
So
we can name it
kraken.
Tugboat.
Well, then we get both. We could be.
We could be
Two
so
things.
fast. We could be
Sure.
so fast. Fast as shit. No one will mess with it. I like this plan. I'm in.
Jaffer makes her turret small and then puts it in her pocket.
Alrighty. So you know you need to bring something back as well. You don't see any other eggs. It was just the one.
And there's like babies swimming around, right?
There is a singular baby swimming around. Yes.
Oh. I'm not good with kids. It doesn't have a parent anymore. It needs someone to raise it.
Good
Who-
point.
Wants to see if I don't
I'll try it.
maybe.
If it's swimming in the water, does that count as something that seals can talk to? Or no?
You know that dragon turtles are incredibly intelligent. They may speak common. I have to double check that real quick. But I think they actually can speak common.
Autumn did not know this.
I'm double
Willow might,
checking.
but Autumn doesn't.
I am double checking. Sometimes Tessa is not smart.
Now, where are we going to keep it? Does
They
anyone
speak
know?
Aquan, which I believe you as a
Oh.
sea elf also speak.
I do. Hello, little one. Can we help you?
Hi,
Hi.
what are you doing?
We came to get that thing away from you and take you somewhere safe. Where there's food.
Food? Do you have food? Do you
Aye.
have food now?
Do I have something it would eat? I probably.
Sure. There's a bunch of Bukavac right over there.
Do you like this?
Fish?
I mean, it's kind of fishy. Do any of you have any fish rations? It's hungry.
Yeah, of course. I mean, of course I do.
Perfect. Here,
Uh,
we'll get more. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
it's not jerky. Okay.
No,
Fish.
this is an actual ration.
More fish?
There's more if you come with us. We could take you to lots more fish.
Is it pretty?
It's beautiful. You like pretty things?
Yes. I do like pretty things.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, you are recruiting yourself.
Kind of puffs itself up and almost seems to preen a little bit at that.
Do you have a name that I could pronounce? I mean, no?
You know,
Hmm. Jafar, start thinking up a name. All right. So,
my mom just called my mom just called me baby.
I'll call you baby for now then, if that's all right with you.
Mhm.
Shiny baby.
Yes.
All right.
Seems to nod like yes, this is acceptable. Shiny baby.
All right. Shiny little baby.
Mental image of Gwilyn as like Baymax holding this dragon. Shiny baby. Shiny baby.
Yes.
That's my brain now.
Same.
So it comes out of the water. It is a foot and a half long, this baby, and has got really beautiful blue-green dragon scaling going into its shell, and they just happily climb on out with you. They seem to be pretty happy with the idea of going anywhere that's pretty and has food.
It likes food and pretty things. They like food and pretty things.
Yes.
Good
We're
work,
calling
group
them-
of pretty people.
Yes. See, you get the human pets. I'll recruit the non-humanoid pets. Or all right, you get the humanoid crew members. I'll get the non-humanoid crew members. Is that better?
Works for me. You can have this egg.
All right.
We probably should collect the other eggs. Like that's
There
probably
are
good.
no other eggs. There was just the one.
Okay. Then I got it.
Dragon turtles only have 2 clutches in their entire lifespan, and each are only 1 egg each.
Dang.
Well, we were able to save the babies at least. Take them back safely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll let us keep on. I like the shiny baby one.
I'm not sure how warm it is in that bag of holding you have, Jeff. Just a thought.
I don't have a bag of holding as she's like carrying this thing behind her.
Never mind.
I do, but I don't know if that'll
I wouldn't recommend
keep
putting
it.
it in.
I mean, they don't need to breathe when they're in the egg, right?
But when they hatch, they will.
True, but they're not gonna hatch before we get into the ship. Right?
You don't know that.
You know
He
what?
does have a point. I have
Sound-
no knowledge of it.
Sound logic. You should know a lot about eggs, right?
Yes, as the one person here who came out of one, I would say I'm an authority.
That's valid.
The little dragon turtlet kind of looks over at the egg you're carrying and goes, "I can warm it up." And Gwilyn, you understand it, and he kind of, because he understands all of what you're saying from everybody, but he can only speak Aquan and Draconic. So he comes over and he unleashes this breath weapon of a type, and just steam starts exhaling from his nostrils. And Jaffer, you can feel the warmth. It doesn't hurt. It's not painful, but you can feel the warmth coming off of it. You get the idea that as he gets older, that might hurt at some point, quite a bit.
Oh,
And
I
he looks all
love
proud
it.
of himself as he warms up the egg and starts walking back.
Good job. Good job.
That's incredible. Please don't burn me.
It kind of came out in like a 15-foot cone, and you imagine as it gets bigger, it's probably just a bigger cone.
I
Sort
love
of a-
shiny baby.
Sort of a light steam facial breath at the moment.
Yes.
Do you want me to carry it? I can handle the heat better.
Yes, please.
I will carry the egg.
All right. Fortune, what is your wisdom modifier?
+3.
As you shift the egg into Fortune's hand. Fortune, as you're walking around a few moments later, you hear a hello? You're pretty sure whatever's in the egg is now talking in your head.
I don't know how I would respond, but I kind of, I guess, just think like, can you hear me?
No, I can hear all of you.
Oh. Do you want to come with us?
Where are you going?
A lot of places, probably.
For now, I will see where you go.
Okay. And I'll say out loud, did anyone else hear that?
Hear what?
Oh, you didn't.
Everything alright there, Fortune?
Yes. He looked down at the egg, like, it's talking in my head, like the spell, but it's an egg.
Gwendolyn, can they do that? Can they speak telepathically?
Do I know?
What did you get on your nature check for the turtles? I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember. I know it was above a 17. I can't remember if I rolled 17 or if that was the total, though.
Okay. You do know that as they grow, people that they form connections with, they can develop a psychic connection. It's one of the reasons why dragon turtles are really sought after for animal companions. However, you also know that dragon turtles are incredibly choosy about who they pick, and it's pretty much nigh impossible to keep a dragon turtle as a pet who does not want to be kept. They are very, very picky, but because they are technically part dragon, they do develop a horde, and a lot of time that horde is a singular companion that they bond to.
See, they keep people as pets. Just saying.
They do indeed keep people as pets.
It's not that weird, Jaffer. I'm just saying
pretty
it's not
weird.
that weird. But they can develop that ability, as they get older. Very picky. You should feel special.
I shouldn't, because it didn't speak to me. Fortune, you should feel
Fortune
special.
should feel special.
I feel kind of bad. But it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, I don't even care, you know?
Well, it wants to come with us for right now, so.
Cool.
Well, they do like shiny things, and looking between the two of you, I look at Fortune, I look at Jaffa, I look at Fortune, I look at Jaffa.
Jaffer plays with a lot of shinies, though. It might like you better when it comes out. I
Maybe.
can
We'll
see.
Jaffer, what is your wisdom modifier?
-1.
Don't take it personal. So you guys continue back, and it's just about sundown when you all make it back into the Beach Bulg village. And let's see here. Estella and Johnny and Shimus all come running up to you. Seeing that some of you are still very badly hurt, I imagine.
Hey, it
Yeah.
didn't go great, but we got shiny baby here and the egg. Shiny baby wants fish.
And Estella kind of motions over, and a couple of the folks you saw as Baxel. Baxel comes over and starts leading Shiny Baby away for fish. And Shiny Baby seems very delighted by the idea that there was more fish. You
Looks
get
up
the idea
again
that they may-
later.
Yes. Bye. I eat now.
And they have a hatchery area for the egg. If you are so inclined to let them have the egg for the hatchery area, fortunately.
I ask the egg, do you want to stay with me or do you want to go with them?
Warm. Stay.
Okay.
So they don't seem that to be a problem. This is not an uncommon occurrence, I guess. They say that there are several times they've dealt with dragon and turtle nuts where there's been a particularly wise person around that they tend to form a little bit of a connection with, and they don't like to leave that person until they've hatched.
Okay, well, until it's hatched, it wants to stay with me.
They nod and they basically bring over like a little portable brazier that has warm coals and things that they can that you can keep the egg comfortable and warm with. Jaffer, you are told that as part of your deal, you are more than welcome to pick out a Wolpertinger kit if that is what you would like.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And I hand it off to Gwilyn.
Ah, thank you. Baby.
You hand the Wolpertinger kit off to Gwilyn?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I've got it.
She seems really interested in it, and Jaffer's willing to.
We can share.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the captaincy. We're good
Share
at
your
sharing.
Wolpertinger and the captaincy. Got it. Whoever's not captain at the moment is the Wolpertinger caretaker.
Yeah,
you switch off.
just switch off. It's fine.
And the day starts drawing to a close. There is an evening meal of what looks kind of like a pasta of some sort. And various root vegetables, and it smells amazing. Everybody is invited to share in a big communal meal. Crackers, do you keep up the facade that you are a mere parrot through the evening?
Crackers.
I'll take that as a yes.
Gwilyn will occasionally send short messages, just kind of teasing Crackers lightly. Not mean, just teasing. And asking if there's anything that you'd like asked, since you're still keeping up this act of yours.
Nothing I can think of at the moment.
Alright then. You know, we can still go back for that baby Kraken, I'm just saying.
It's still tomorrow.
Aye, still tomorrow.
There is indeed still tomorrow. And as the sun goes down on your beach adventure and the stars come out, that is where we're going to wrap for the day. and you guys have reached level 7. You jumped 2 levels with that encounter and the encounter on the boat. I was expecting you guys to run, to grab the babies and run, and you did not.
Do you really think that we're that intelligent, Tessa?
I'm intelligent, just not very wise.
I mean, same, though.
I will
Same.
say
Both the ones who want the crazy pets.
that stunning strike right out the gate was real good. Real good. Yeah, I was not expecting you guys to try and fight it. So good job.
Never expect the wisest idea. Never expect
I was
it.
the first one to jump in, and I am the wisest one. So
Like, it's fine. It just
Lower the
it
bar.
just one shot a dragon turtle. It's fine. It's fine.
Lower the bar. Lower it.
All right. Well, thank you guys, everybody, for coming out and watching. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys for supporting the first day of Nerds Giving. Again, all of the bits and donations made for the stream are going to support Heifer International and the overall Nerdsmith goal of providing an arc to a struggling community in the world. You guys are amazing, and we could not do what we do without you guys, and we love your comments and hearing from you. Friends, thank you so much. It was so much fun to watch you and chat tonight. We appreciate it so much. We love you very much. Tune in tomorrow at noon to watch Zach and I believe also Matthew and a few other Nerdsmith folks in our first animal-themed one-shot for Nerds Giving tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys again, and we will see you all next week. So, as I like to say, carry on, you funky little tieflings. Good night, everybody.